Hi guys, it's Jolanta from Soullight Space. I'm a Western astrologer, and in this video we're gonna be talking about the full moon in Libra, which will take place on April 12th, 13th, depends where you live in the world. This will be on weekend, the night between Saturday and Sunday. And this is a very important full moon because that's the first full moon after the whole eclipse cycle in Libra Aries. So 2 years of us releasing a lot of Libra shadow energies in our Libra house, mostly focused on relationships. And also on this full moon, we have the ruler of the full moon, Venus, ending retrograde and starting to move forward a few hours after the full moon. So this full moon is related to this 40 days of Venus retrograding the whole March and half of April. Venus, the planet of love, finances, beauty, pleasure, values, self-worth. All those things were under some sort of review with this Venus retrograde. So I feel like the full moon on April 12th, 13th in Libra, ruled by Venus, it's gonna give us a lot of illumination, a lot of expression, a lot of understanding of what this emotional process of reviewing our values, our relationships, our finances, what this process was all about for us. I will give, of course, a forecast for each sign. You can find timestamps down below. I'm using whole sign to do the horoscope for each rising sign. Attention, this is not for sun sign, this is for rising ascendant sign. And you can also have a look at each house. If you are using Placidus like me in your readings, then you can just have a look at the house. This is also marked in timestamps. This house will be all about what you've been releasing in the last 2 years, what this full moon may illuminate for you, what you might need to close, complete, and also what kind of results you might see under this full moon energy. So welcome, but first I would love you guys to watch the introduction for all of you, because that's how you're gonna understand your personal, I mean not personal, but the horoscope for your rising sign, which is also generalized, of course. I'm unable to see if you have any planets in Libra, if this full moon is aspecting your personal planets. So if you would like to see your horoscope in a professional way, through my eyes, I also offer readings, 1 hour, 2 hour, or 3 hour session, depends how in depth you want to go. All the information is in the description down below. You can book using my website. Thank you, and let's focus on this full moon, guys. So first of all, what is the full moon energy in general? This is the opposition of sun and moon in 2 opposite signs. We always have full moon in Libra during Aries season every year. So every spring we have this combination of energies illuminating something for us about our Libra area of life. So full moon is, first of all, the end of a 6 months cycle, which started with the new moon in the same sign. In this case, this full moon is completing the cycle that started on the eclipse in Libra. New moon eclipse in Libra on October 2nd, 2024. So that's the first insight for you. You are completing something. You are seeing results of your work, actions, efforts in the last 6 months. Second thing, this full moon is about illumination. Just as the night is so bright with the full moon light shining, so we can also think about this symbology in our personal life. Our subconscious mind is illuminated. We see better what was hidden. Secrets might come to the light, and they don't have to be like some taboo kind of things. The secret might be about what you've been hiding from yourself, or another person might express something to you which will illuminate you. Another thing with full moons, we become more expressive because we are very emotional, more sensitive, and full moon is about being more extroverted, so we show our feelings to others. So this full moon might also result in you expressing what you've been maybe repressing for a lot of time. Maybe you've been avoiding talking about certain things, so this full moon can bring some crucial conversations indeed. Or we might just become true to ourselves and express to ourselves how we truly feel about the situation. So another thing, endings. This full moon might bring some sort of endings, letting go, releasing energies, right? This is a good time to do some ritual if there is something you are certain about that you want to end in your life, a release, let go. It might be something connected to your own patterns, some unhealthy habits, something that, you know, some vicious cycle that you keep repeating in your relationships or in your Libra house in general, and you don't want to repeat that anymore. You want this to be over. So that's a perfect full moon for this kind of ritual. You can write down a list on paper of things that you don't want to continue doing. Relationship patterns, something that you keep repeating with other people and it's just not serving anybody, right? Some type of partners you keep choosing and they are just not aligned with who you truly are. Maybe some ways of how you take care of yourself as well, if this full moon falls in, for example, the 6th house. Maybe your approach to work. And remember, Libra is about all types of relationships. So here we have friends, family, love partners, children, business partners, even, you know, your neighbors, your siblings, and yourself. We also create a relationship with ourselves. So all that you detect during this Venus retrograde from March 1st, that is here to also change something in our Venusian energy, right? In love, in money, in beauty, in pleasures, in business, in how we relate with others. This Venus is here to make some revolution, first illuminate you about something, and then you are able to change that. So on this full moon, you can decide what you don't want to take with you till the next chapter that the solar eclipse in Aries just activated for us on March 29th. So releasing the past, old baggage, old heartbreaks, healing the energy of relationships, right? Also, as we have two opposite signs, this always brings some sort of confrontation, right? Aries, Libra. Aries is me, myself, and I. Libra is we, other people. So we might be confronted with another person to a certain point. Our needs might be confronted with needs of our partner, of other people, another group, our friends. There might be some conversation about that. We are also asked to balance these two signs. So Aries, me, and Libra, we, how we can balance this, how your needs can meet halfway with needs of another person, or your family, or your siblings, or your business partner. There is some sort of balance needed here, right? So that's what this full moon is all about. And as we are having this full moon being the first one after the 2 years cycle of eclipses, so I think I will also give you the dates of eclipses in Libra we had in the last 2 years, because it might be connected. Remember that Libra was under the energy of release and letting go with the South Node. We could also have some karmic experiences with this Libra house. Just one second. And that's because South Node is connected to our past life. So for some of you, that could mean that you've been trying to release even your past life tendencies that you brought into this life. to your Libra house. So some of you could experience some karmic relationships, as Libra rules relationships directly, right? So anytime there was eclipse, there could be some shakeup, there could be some pivotal point, turning point, trying to show you what in your Libra energy is just not worth doing anymore. It's not serving you. It's not helping you to create balanced partnerships. It's not helping you grow. It's not helping you to achieve what you want to achieve. So guys, if you want, you can take notes and reflect on that. Something's going on with my throat, I'm sorry. So the first eclipse, new moon eclipse, solar eclipse in Libra, happened on October 14th, 2023. So this is number one. So you can think what started for you next 6 months unfolding after this eclipse. That was eclipse in Libra, 21st degree. If you have something around 21st degree in cardinal signs, Libra, Cancer, Aries and Capricorn, you could feel it the most. And then the next eclipse, that was the full moon, so that was a completion of the previous cycle that started in October 2023, March 25th, 2024. Lunar eclipse in Libra, 5 degrees, eclipse with the south node. So that was totally about ending. Full moon and south node. End this. Don't do this again. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this in your relationships. And then October 2nd, 2024, this is the new moon solar eclipse in Libra at 10 degrees, which is the one that interests us the most, because that was the one that started this 6-month cycle that we are ending right now with the full moon in Libra. That was also new moon with the south node. So that was a new start of releasing something, new start of letting go of your relationship patterns. And again, whatever is connected to your Libra house, the area of life, which we're gonna see now with horoscopes for each rising sign, that's supposed to be the action you've been taking in the last 6 months to let go of certain patterns here, right? And now this full moon on April 12th, 13th, if you've been working hard, can actually give you some beautiful reward. You can see that you are now in a better place. You did the effort, the work, the choices you've made in the last 6 months were supporting your evolution and growth. And now you can see that this cycle is coming to some conclusion. I am in a better place now. I evolved. This is over. Like this vicious cycle I used to do, it's over, and now I can move forward in a more beautiful, balanced, harmonious way, because Libra is about that, about balance, beauty, pleasure. All those Venusian energies are all about us just feeling happy and well. It's about abundance. It's about creating beautiful partnerships based on teamwork, equality, justice, fairness. And this is what Libra is all about. And this full moon is calling us to end things in our life that steal this balance out of our life. This full moon wants to bring harmony back to our life. So yeah, I see that this full moon is craving that, and I feel like our choice, the best choice we can do with this full moon, is to be very decisive about what is stealing this balance, what is damaging this balance, what kind of people, what kind of places, what kind of habits, anything that makes you feel out of balance, supposed to go. And we're supposed to just say goodbye to this, right? Also, at the same time, we had North Node being in Aries for the last 2 years, so there could be a lot of conflict, confrontations, setting boundaries, even aggression and violence that could increase in our life in the last 2 years. There could be some separation, some sort of like this strong, independent energy, even within relationships. So now, after those 2 years of North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, with this full moon, we have this beautiful chance now to, after all this karmic shakeup, to rebalance these two energies. Maybe we went too much into Aries, too much independence, too much autonomy, too much of saying no, setting boundaries, separating from others. Maybe it's too much of that, and we need to return a little bit back to Libra to balance these two, right? Me versus other people, like the balance is needed with this full moon. Okay, so as you know about eclipses, and you know about the fact that Venus retrograde process is ending on this full moon, so it's all related, it's all connected, and also 2025 is the year of Venus, so it's in high focus for us all, right? So love, relationships, alliances, teamwork, and also the other side of Venus, which is about finances, business, it's about pleasure, beauty, self-worth. We are working on this very hard this year, and I can see that in astrology with all those strong intensity over Venus, right? We're supposed to also see what the ruler of this full moon is doing, and the ruler of full moon is Venus, as I told you, the ruler of Libra. It's very interesting how this is all connected to the new moon in Libra, the eclipse in Libra in October. So maybe I will give you first some information about what actually happened on October 2nd, 2024, what we are completing now. So that was the new moon, moon and sun together at 10 degrees Libra. 10 degrees, the degree of Capricorn, the degree of Saturn, right? Saturn is about hard work, commitment, long-term disciplines, being systematic. Also South Node was related, connected to this new moon. So South Node talks about things we need to release and let go. The shadow side of Libra has to go. Also Lilith at 10 degrees was united with this new moon, and Lilith is about repressed emotions, something steering our actions from the subconscious level. So there was a lot of healing this repressed dark feminine energy in women, especially many women and girls. You could feel in those last 6 months that you are so incredibly angry, that there's so much anger resurfacing after many years of hiding it, especially ladies that have Libra placements and Libra risings, because you are the people pleasers of the zodiac and you don't want to create any conflict, and you always try to please everybody around you and take care of everybody, so there's harmony and balance. So the amount of repressed anger in these people is just out of the skies, right? So I feel like in the last 6 months there could be actually a lot of discussions, conflicts, fights, separations, breakups, because of all this unhealed and unexpressed anger showing in relationships suddenly, right? So this is what I see. And also Mercury was in conjunction to this new moon, so also our communication style was under release. We're supposed to release the way how we communicate, of course the bad side of that, right? So that's connected to this people pleasing, to not setting boundaries in Libra, to not saying how you truly feel, to not saying no when you feel like no. It could be about harmony in communication, right? So that was the start of the cycle, and the ruler of the new moon, Venus, was in Scorpio. Scorpio is about shadow work. It's about taboo things. It's also very sexual. So also this part of relationship could be very strongly affected by this new moon eclipse in Libra in October. So last 6 months, we could be also working with some shadowy issues in our sexual energy, in our finances, because Scorpio rules shared finances. It's also about deep intimacy, about merging souls, so deep soul connection with Scorpio. It could be about trust issues. That could be one of the shadow side of this energy. And as we have the South Node in October steering this whole new moon, the call was to let go of things that are not helping us. So maybe some of you who are dealing with shadowy things like of Scorpio, like jealousy, being very possessive, holding grudges, revenge energy, insecurity, not trusting, stalking, hiding things, not being very open in relationships, being very mysterious. You know, all those things could be also under the reevaluation in the last 6 months. And this eclipse energy was fated, so you could go through some stories that showed you that. So another person could mirror that for you as well. So relationships were this perfect area to work on ourselves in the last 6 months. Also, Mars in Cancer, the famous Mars in Cancer that is with us since September 2024, was squaring this new moon. So Mars is about anger, drive, motivation, taking action, initiating things, and this Mars was quite defensive. It was in Cancer, right? Just like it is right now. But that shows me that both Venus and Mars, feminine and masculine energy, was very strongly activated by this new moon eclipse in October. And then Mars was retrograding during winter in Leo and Cancer. Venus is retrograding. She started to retrograde once Mars finished the retrograde. So we can see that those two lovers of astrology, Mars and Venus, feminine, masculine, they were both under some sort of review, reevaluation, some tests, rethinking, just like if we've been called by those energies to really make things right this time in our relationships after those 2 years of karmic cycles with eclipses in Aries, Libra, Venus, Mars energy. Now there is a time to make all this area, after all those transformation we went through in the last 2 years with eclipses, we're supposed to recreate that. So there's just more balance between people, between partners, between family members, and also there are more healthy boundaries in our relationships, so the individual energy is not lost in the energy of we are together, right? There's also this individuality, that it's not damaged, not destroyed, not dissolved. So now coming to this full moon on April 12th, 13th, here we have this opposition of Libra Aries, the one that we've been dealing for the last 2 years, right? Energy of conflict and peace, me versus others, individuality versus we together, and, you know, setting boundaries in Aries versus people pleasing in Libra. Like, we were trying to find this middle ground so both sides are happy. Highlight of this full moon, which is about completion, ending, illumination, it's that Chiron, the wounded healer, is in conjunction to Sun. So it will be a very sensitive full moon. We might feel a lot of emotions. There might be some expression of your wounds, or another person might express feelings of being wounded, being hurt. We might just truly talk about problems in relationships around this full moon, after this Venus ends retrograde, after we rethink all of that, right? We have better clarity about what is not working in our relationships, how we can proceed in a better way. So with this Chiron, which from one side can make us very vulnerable and sensitive, from the other hand it's offering healing. So there is a potential with this full moon that some of you guys being in some sort of connection with another person, or family members or friends, you might find some balancing solution for your problems. You might also went for some healing, which definitely will happen for many of you, with Chiron and Sun touching each other during this time. But be aware that it can be a very vulnerable weekend, Saturday, Sunday, so don't plan things that might trigger you. It's worth to have some some quality time during this weekend, something that will keep you in balance, right? Libra is about balancing things, harmony, beauty, art. So try to also please yourself with something nice during this time. And also Mars in Cancer again is squaring this full moon, just like it was squaring the new moon before in October. So Mars is involved here again, right? Mars is about this masculine energy. So watch out for fights. Although in Cancer, this might be about passive aggression rather than attack. We might be very self-defensive with Cancer. We might be protective. We might be even shy and not really initiating that much with this Cancer. We need to wait for Mars being in Leo from April 17th, when this boldness and courage will return. But I see that also this Mars in Cancer energy since September was a lot about taking action to heal our childhood trauma and our family energy, because Cancer talks about our roots, about motherhood, about home and family and childhood. So our past, right? So a lot of you could have been taking a lot of action in the last 6 months in order to heal your inner child, because you know that relationship is the best area to see how wounded you are. Your inner child is very active anytime you connect on a deeper level with another person. Your needs from childhood can return. You might have regressions. So I think that also last 6 months could show you a lot of this about your childhood trauma that is unhealed, and there is some action that needs to be taken around that. So this energy will be healed. So I feel like this full moon can be a lot about that as well for some of you. Depends on your personal story, right? And Venus, the ruler of the full moon, is in conjunction to Saturn and North Node in Pisces. So from one side, I really like that this full moon ruler Venus is in exalted sign Pisces, dreamy, romantic, spiritual, forgiving, compassionate, magical, beautiful. This is the soulmate energy. So Venus in Pisces can actually bring a lot of beauty into this full moon, a lot of healing energies. Many people can make peace under this energy. There might be some, you know, the energy of love can be very strong on this full moon. After this Venus retrograde and Mars retrograde, with possibly lots of conflicts in relationships, I think that some people can, you know, go through makeup during this time. But only really those serious relationships that have a good foundation and both people want to work on themselves, only these relationships will survive this Venus retrograde and full moon in Libra. And that's because of Saturn being in conjunction to Venus in Pisces. So no more illusions, no more lying to each other, no more believing that everything's gonna be okay, let's just be together and everything will be figured out by itself. Venus in Pisces can be very idealistic. It can see the situation through pink-colored glasses, and Saturn will not let this happen this time. Saturn is the reality check. It's the serious energy showing you what is not working in your relationship, and either you do something about it or let's just split. Also, Saturn will show you a part of relationships, things regarding your finances, business, beauty, art, if you're doing some art, your habits, your patterns, your self-worth, whatever also Libra rules in your chart. This and Pisces, especially Pisces in this case, this is going through a big reality check with Saturn since January 19th. That was the first conjunction of Saturn and Venus. Second one, April 7th. With Venus retrograding in conjunction to Saturn, and the last one will happen on April 25th after the full moon. Pisces 27th degree. So 3 meetings of Venus with Saturn this year. This says something, right? It tells us that Venusian things have to get serious, mature. There is a need to be to have integrity, to be willing to do the systematic, disciplined effort, long-term results. This is what Saturn wants. Your plans regarding relationships or finances or your dreams in Pisces as well, they have to be they have to have some serious foundation. They have to be placed in reality. They have to be real. They have to be practical. They have to show Saturn that they are actually possible to become true, right? Make your dreams come true with this Venus and Saturn conjunction. So this full moon can also show you some sort of blockages, karmic blockages that you might be having in this Aries Libra axis, which is about partnerships a lot. And also, you know, this is the confrontation energy. So how your own insecurities, your own complexes, your own self-esteem, which might be low with this Chiron in Aries conjunct Sun, what you need to still work on yourself, on your own individual energy, so you have more courage and bravery to face other people. And we face people in everything we do, right? It's not only about relationships with lovers, but also with clients, with co-workers, with our boss. Me now talking to you, this is me being Aries talking to you Libra, and I'm creating connection with you, right? So my energy of Aries, of me expressing myself, also needs to be constantly worked on, so I am not falling into this Chiron energy of feeling not good enough, feeling like trying to hide rather than show up, right? So this full moon will be also showing some of you guys those things. And as we have this beautiful trine between Mars in Cancer and this stellium in Pisces, Venus trining Mars, Saturn trining Mars, North Node trining Mars, and Mercury trining Mars. So communication, Venus energy we know already, Saturn the strict teacher that wants discipline, and North Node our destination and future direction. This is all connected to the planet of action of Mars, right? And also Uranus, the planet of change, revolution, liberation, like break the old chain, right? Leave the comfort zone, you know, leave this vicious cycle. Let yourself be free, right? This is also in sextile to Venus, to Saturn, to North Node, and to Mercury and to Mars. So that's a beautiful energy over there that we could be feeling already from the beginning of April. First 2 weeks of April, we're gonna be feeling this beautiful harmony, and sextile brings opportunities. So we have opportunities related to Uranus to make things in a different way, to innovate our life. It can be also connected to your job and finances. Maybe you will open yourself up more to new chances, new future, out of your previous comfort zone, maybe new job, maybe working more with this ChatGPT AI, all those innovations, right? Changes are here. And Taurus is the planet of the sign ruled by Venus, another one, right? So Uranus being here for a couple of years is also changing our approach to love and values and finances, making it more open to innovation, right? Tradition is gone. Tradition was destroyed in 2020 with those big conjunctions in Capricorn, and now we are building a new world, new reality, and we need to create our own new traditions based on modern approach to things. So guys, take things very seriously with this full moon, as Saturn is here, and Saturn wants you to build something long term. So have this approach to your relationships with people. Saturn might be testing some of you, and yet there is a possibility that this full moon is kind of like breakup or makeup kind of thing. are we doing well together, or we just have no chances, right? Are we aligned in our values after this Venus retrograde? Did you maybe discover what is your true value, what you value in relationships, what is attractive to you? That could be going through reevaluation, and maybe now you think in a different way, and you don't consider attractive what was attractive to you 2 years ago, for example, right? Or you have different standards now, or your plans and dreams have changed along the way, and now you just don't align with certain people anymore. So your friendships, your partnerships, your family members, there might be a need to set some boundaries with Saturn here. Saturn is limiting, restricting, so there might be something, you know, like cutting off some people, not only patterns, but also literally cutting off people from your life. If you didn't make it already in the last 2 years, because those 3 eclipses I told you in Libra, they could already bring this energy of bye-bye, no more. And I also feel like this is a full moon of ending all the toxic relationships. Like if there is something going on in your relationship that is truly toxic, like there is no possibility to heal that. It's just too damaging. The other person, or you, or both, you don't really work on that, you don't heal that. Saturn will not let you continue. And even after the full moon, once we have this union with Venus and Saturn one more time, April 25th, that will be like the final no. Okay guys, you do like this, then break up. It can be like this. Or if you're doing things in a good way, this April 25th can bring this energy of commitment. Like, okay, I realized this Venus retrograde gave me some time to think. Let's do it together. I want to work with you on this, on this, on that. We have some long-term vision together. Let's make it happen, right? And Saturn will bring this practical solution to that. Or it doesn't have to be with another person. It can be also about you just you know, choosing some goal, some dream with this Pisces energy, choosing your direction and committing to this with new habits, with new approach to how you spend your day, for example, approach to health, approach to business, whatever it is going on in your chart, right? Also, guys, remember that Venus retro has pre-shadow and post-shadow. So the whole story of us reevaluating our Venusian themes started on January 28th. So you can reflect back. First, January 19th, Saturn and Venus united. Then January 28th, the pre-shadow starts. So issues in relationship could start it, or issues related to whatever Aries Pisces represents in your chart. You had to return back maybe to some unfinished business, start to work on something there, with this Saturn requiring discipline and a serious approach. And then the proper retrograde, March 1st to April 12th. That was Venus retrograding from Aries 10 degrees back to Pisces 24 degrees. And then May 16th, this is when we're gonna have Venus fully leaving the shadow of retrograde, Aries 10 degrees. So till mid-May, you can still be working on some things that this Venus activated for you. It's gonna be slowly starting to move forward, but we might be still, you know, be under this retrograde, right? And as Venus governs aesthetics, beauty, self-worth, how we connect, how we spend money, finances, right? Pleasures, values, relationships. So those could be the themes. And we've been, you know, I was a lot about questioning dynamics in our relationships, reflecting which patterns no longer serve us, rethink our finances, spendings, and question what we truly value. We've been reviewing our past relationships, our patterns. There was some reset for love. There could be some separation with this Venus, lack of contact, breakup. For sure, some relationships with the Saturn test could just be broken. So that's how I see this whole process, and this full moon is a big highlight of this retrograde. That's why I talk so much about Venus retrograde, because you need to think about what was going on with you in the last few weeks, and this full moon will give you like this highlight of this. There will be like aha moment for some of you, some realization of what you discovered with this retrograde. Okay, guys, so now predictions for all the 12 signs. We're gonna start with Aries and in Pisces, just like the astrological wheel. I hope that you listened to the intro, because this has the information that will help you to understand now reading for each sign. And yeah, let's start with Aries rising. For you guys, this full moon is taking place in your 7th house of relationships, so directly connected to what Libra is all about. You had the start of some new cycle with eclipse new moon in Libra in October, on October 2nd. So with this full moon, you are ending the 6-month cycle of you creating a new chapter in your relationships, releasing patterns that were not serving you. It could be about too much of the people pleasing with Libra, not saying no, not setting boundaries. The energy could come from another person, right? Your partner could be actually be more illuminated with this full moon than you yourself. Venus, the ruler of this full moon, is in the 12th house in conjunction to Saturn, North Node, and Mercury. So there is a lot going on in your subconscious mind right now, in this hidden area. So you might be also dealing with some repressed emotions in private. This is the bedroom area, kind of, where nobody sees you. You might have a lot of dreams. And 12th house is about ending some old karma, old karmic cycle. So you might be under this full moon really going through big ending in terms of how you relate to other people. As Pisces is very altruistic and compassionate. With Saturn being here, you might realize that you need to set more boundaries with people, that you are maybe self-sacrificing yourself too much, helping too many people. Anybody who wants help coming to you and you always say yes, there might be something regarding that. And you having Sun and Chiron in conjunction in your 1st house, there might be some wounding regarding your own self, your own self-worth. Your insecurities might be highlighted by this full moon. So watch out for that. You might feel a little bit more vulnerable during this time. There might be some communication with your partner that will leave you in some insecure position. During this Saturday, Sunday, April 12th, 13th, for you, this full moon can show you where you still need to do some work on yourself to gain more strength, to gain more courage, to gain more higher self-esteem, so your relationships will be in bigger balance here, right? So that's all that I have for you, Aries rising. Good luck with this full moon, and if you like what I do, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Taurus rising. This full moon is illuminating for you house number 6. This is the house of health, daily routine, your pets, what you do daily, your diet, how you take care of this physical side of you, right? Like exercising, and house of work. So as the full moon in Libra is the culmination, completion of the cycle that started on October 2nd with the eclipse in Libra, and that cycle was about releasing something. So now you can see some results of your work in the 6th house. Maybe your health had improved, maybe your work situation is better now, maybe you and your relationships with co-workers had changed, or maybe just your daily schedule is more balanced now. There's less stress, hopefully, and everything looks better if you've been doing the work. If you didn't if you didn't do the work, then this energy will show you what else you have to do. I would just generate your chart, sorry. What this energy might want you to improve, right? Venus is in your 11th house. Venus is the ruler of this full moon, so there might be a need to focus on your friends with this full moon as well. Like, think about the relationship of your groups, social circle, friends. There might be something connected to that here. And with Venus in conjunction to Saturn, there is a need to review your friendships, maybe set some boundaries with certain friends that doesn't serve you anymore. Be more selective about who you are dealing with. And 11th house is also about your future, and a 6th house is about work. So maybe you will be also thinking in a more serious way about some dream job that you would like to have for the future. And in order to get there, you also maybe have to heal some unconscious, subconscious, repressed issues, insecurities, complexes with Sun and Chiron being in your 12th house. And this is also the house of mental health. So if you've been struggling with that in the last 2 years, with eclipses being in your 6th, 12th house, like health and mental health, also there might be some illumination about that on this full moon. Also, co-workers, 6th house is about co-workers. So the relationship between you and people you work with might be also going through some letting go, release. Maybe there are some things that you kept repeating with people around you, and you just realize that you want to do it differently now. Maybe certain co-workers, maybe contact with some of them will go through some boundaries, some release, some letting go. So there will be less of that, and there might be also just some illumination. So some things can come to the light either in relationship with co-workers, at work, or about something about your health can also show up. And this full moon wants you to balance rest with work. So if there was any extreme in any of these sides, like either too much work or too much rest, so this full moon will try to set you in the right place. So that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much. You can like and subscribe to my channel if you like what I do. Thank you. Gemini rising, for you this full moon is illuminating house number 5. So there was a new beginning that started in this house for you on October 2nd, 2024 with the eclipse. And that's the house of love. So very connected to Libra. New chapter in love. Also, this is the house of children, of joy, pleasure, inner child. And it's here, so it could involve healing inner child. Sexuality, hobbies, creativity, self-expression. So you've been called on October 2nd, 2024 to release all that is not serving you in this area of your life, all the old karmic baggage, patterns, habits, something that you are doing in this 5th house that is just not helping you to create the relationship you would like to. There could be some karmic love story, karmic children appearing in your life. You could be going through some new chapters regarding that. And also, expression, how you express yourself, your creative side. This is a very entrepreneurial house, so it could be connected also to your own business and things starting to move there. Maybe you started to think about some new ideas about having your own business based on what you truly love to do, what is your hobby. Libra is a lot about beauty, so there could be something either artistic or related to beauty industry. So this full moon is showing you efforts, not efforts, but results of your efforts in the last 6 months. And of course, as it's culminating the Venus retrograde, so you might have some new insights, new illuminations, some aha moments. You might realize something on this full moon better. Venus, the ruler of this full moon, is in your 10th house of career, your ambitious goals, your reputation, your social status, right? So Venus in conjunction to Saturn and North Node in your 10th house. is asking you to be serious about your career and find a proper direction based on your true dreams, where you are heading towards in this lifetime, right? Mercury is also here, so it's also connected to your communication style. And the Sun, the opposition to Moon in Libra, Sun, it's in conjunction to Chiron in your 11th house. This is the house of future, of your dreams, aspirations, and also friends and social circle. So you might be going through some healing related to that. Maybe there was some disappointment regarding this 11th house, either friends or your future dreams. Something didn't work or showed you, maybe you confronting yourself with your friends or with your dreams and aspirations. This might also trigger some insecurities, some lack of courage, some lack of bravery to do that on your own. So the future is calling you here, but there might be something to overcome. Like you might need to face your own self-esteem problems, some vulnerabilities. So yeah, all about that. That's all I have for you guys. I hope that you used last 6 karmic months to release all that it's not serving you in dating, love, in relationship to children as well, and creativity. And now you will be able to maybe start new, or if this full moon will show you that there is still something to heal. So that's a good full moon to release that, to decide that, okay, from now on I will be doing things in a different way in this 5th house. Thank you so much. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel. Cancer rising, for you this full moon is illuminating the house number 4, the house of family, family members, your roots, childhood, past, motherland, where you're coming from, and also your private life and your inner world, the vulnerable side of you, right? So full moon being here and eclipses in the last 2 years also affecting this area of your life could bring a lot of changes in your family dynamic, in your private life. Maybe some of you actually changed the place where you live with South Node going through your 4th house, or there was a need to set more boundaries with family members, for example, or change the relationship between you and people you share the house with, or just the whole housing situation could go through transformation. So this full moon is ending the last 6 months of transformation. There was a new moon on October 2nd in this house for you, where you're supposed to start new chapter based on releasing what is not serving you, right? So new chapter with letting go. And now you can see either rewards or some reality check that something is still not working there right, and there's still need for more balance. So this full moon is inviting you to bring more harmony, balance, and partnership energy into your family dynamic. And Venus is the ruler of the full moon in your 9th house. So again, some of you might be moving even abroad. 9th house is about international energy. So maybe some of you will be going through this chapter that you will be moving from your current place, ending the story and moving to another country. As Venus is in conjunction to Saturn, so there is a North Node, right, the destination. So it could be the country of your dreams where you truly want to live. Or if not, it might be related to some new studies, or changing the mindset, changing your philosophy of life. Belief system is here in the 9th house. Spirituality, right, a higher learning. So some of you might be also moving because you are starting to study in another place, or you're following just your spiritual beliefs and they are not maybe aligned with where you are living right now. Sun and Chiron is in your 10th house of career, so there might be some vulnerability related to your professional life, so be aware of that you might be overly sensitive around that. This is also the axis of parents, so some of you might be literally having some I think that's the Eastern time anyway, so many will meet family and parents, so there might be just some trigger coming from your father, for example, or grandfather, or some authority figure in the 10th house. And if not, it can be connected to, as I said, career, maybe some self-esteem issues, some, feeling insecure about your career path, and this full moon will illuminate you that you need to work a little bit more on that side of you. Okay, thank you. That's all I have for you. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Leo rising, for you this is happening, this full moon in Libra in your 3rd house. So there's a need to bring more balance into your communication. You've been releasing a lot of communication patterns in the last 2 years with eclipses in Libra. And now possibly you are able to express yourself better, but this full moon will illuminate if there's still something that needs to be done. In the last 6 months, under the energy of the new moon eclipse in Libra on October 2nd, which started the 6-month cycle of releasing what is not serving you here in this communication, now you're supposed to be upgraded, but the ruler of the full moon, Venus, is in conjunction to Saturn, still, judging us, still doing this reality check. Maybe there is still something that you need to work on, right? This Venus is in the 8th house for you, so it's the house related to deep intimacy, shared resources, hidden things. It's a house of healing on a very, very deep level. So for some of you, that will suggest that if you have some problems with self-expression in this 3rd house, in setting boundaries, saying no, the key might be to look at this 8th house and heal some very, very deep issues that you might be having, some taboo things, some old trauma. And this is also the house of shared finances, so maybe there's a need to set boundaries about that, maybe spending. 3rd house is also about business and selling things, publishing things in social media, communication, right? Also all types of. So maybe there is a need to be more strict about this 8th house, where you share your energy and resources with other people, and this is also the other people's money. So maybe you need to be more strict about your finances, check on them in a more serious way. Sun and Chiron are united on this full moon in your 9th house, so there might be some wounding, some insecurity, some sensitivity around the 9th house things, which is about having this meaning of life, your philosophy of life, your belief system. There might be some little crisis about that, like what's the meaning of life. Also, it's about a broad energy, international, so if might be connected to traveling somewhere. There might be some wound about that, something that might be happening, for example, on the road, or it might be very mental, right? It's also the house of higher learning and being a teacher as well. So if some of you is working as a teacher or in being in this area of 9th house of higher studies somehow, there might be something triggering here, right? Like hurt ego, but also chance for healing, right? We might feel a little bit like this Saturday, Sunday, that we are lacking courage, that we are overly sensitive to critics, and yeah, things like that. But overall, focus on your communication, on your learning, on courses. This might be also connected to your car in the 3rd house, driving. So have a look. If you are traveling during this time, just be careful around those days when Sun and Chiron is in conjunction. So nothing happens, right? Yeah, okay, Leo, so that's all I have for you. Thank you so much, and if you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Virgo rising, for you, full moon in Libra is illuminating your 2nd house of finances and income, also self-worth, values, material possessions. It's also connected to your physical body. So you've been having eclipses in this house for the last 2 years. A lot of transformation could be going on in the financial sector for Virgos. And now there's this final illumination after the eclipse, right? There was a new chapter that started for you on October 2nd, 2024, new moon in Libra in 2nd house, which was connected to also letting go of some outdated patterns, something that it's not serving you. in your spendings, in your investments, in your income, in your self-worth, in your approach to your body and senses. So you could be releasing a lot in the last 6 months, and this full moon will show you where you are at in this work. If you've been working hard, you might see some upgrade results, and that can be a beautiful full moon of seeing that, yes, I made it. Or if there's still something to do, then Saturn in conjunction to Venus, the ruler of this full moon, will judge you and will show you that, okay, you want to get there, you need to do this, 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 and that. There is still some work to do. Venus is the ruler of the full moon in your 7th house during this full moon, so it might be related to partnerships, to your marriage, to your boss, to your clients. Saturn in conjunction to Venus is having this serious approach to relationships. There might be a need to set some boundaries, to have some serious approach, because you want to move forward with this North Node, right? And Venus in Pisces might have some issues with saying no, or maybe sometimes you might see things in a pink colored glasses way. So watch out for idealization. Saturn now will give you more of this reality check and more logical thinking related to your relationships. And then Saturn, not Saturn, Sun and Chiron, the other side of this full moon is in your 8th house, illuminating 8th house for you, which is the shared finances energy, also losses, spending, other people's money. So as you had so much going on in terms of finances in the last 2 years, maybe there was some shake up, some sudden loss or sudden gain, or a bit of this, a bit of that. With eclipses, you never know. You might be very sensitive and vulnerable about your finances during this full moon, and also shared energy. And 8th house is also about sexuality, right? Intimate relationships. So this might be also coming to illumination for you. As 2nd house is about self-worth, right? And you're supposed to release all those karmic blockages, not letting you feel worthy. And then Venus is in the 7th house for you during this time, so illuminating partnership. And then Sun and Chiron, this vulnerable but also healing energy, wounded healer, is showing you your wounds, but also possibility to heal in 8th house, where we merge with another person, where we are not afraid to be intimate with somebody else, where we share everything. When we are like naked, it's a soul merging energy in the 8th house. So you might also have some illumination about that. Where's your karmic blockage here? How's your self-esteem? And 2nd house is body. Maybe some of you are dealing with some issues regarding physical body, like how you feel in your body. Do you love yourself? Do you like what you see in the mirror? Or this beauty of Libra in the 2nd house, like you can't see it properly because there's some self-worth issues. So that might be also happening for you. And 8th house is about deep trauma. So some of you might be going for this, even sexual trauma stories that put you in this place. And this full moon offers healing. It offers change. It offers new stories, right? Letting go of the old and starting again, right? With the solar eclipse in Aries that we just had, that happened in your 8th house, right? So the new chapter is activated. Now we need to end what was not working till now, so we can fully embrace the solar eclipse that happened on March 29th. So that's all I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Libra rising, for you this full moon is falling on you. 1st house, it's all about you, your approach to everything you do in your life, including relationships, how you look, your self-image, how you express yourself, how you initiate things in your life. It's your physical body, your look, everything is here. So you've been going through so much of deep release of who you are in the last 2 years with the South Node in Libra. It's crazy. I think most of Libra rising, they feel like they are not the same as they used to be 2 years ago, especially in relationships. a different approach to clients, different approach to partners, to family, to friends, to whoever you want, and you also approaching yourself in a different way, possibly looking in a different way. You've been releasing lots of unhealthy habits and addictions and patterns, so hopefully this full moon will show you the result of your work, especially last 6 months, as you had this new moon in Libra on October 2nd, together with Lilith and Mercury and South Node. So there was a lot of release from your communication, from your mental energy, from your repressed anger. Yeah, today you can see what happened in those 6 months. What you've been working on will show you results on this full moon, right? Venus in conjunction to Saturn, the ruler of this full moon, is in your 6th house. So there's a lot about self-care, your health, your schedule, your routines. You could be working a lot on that already, and this full moon will illuminate for you either the results of your work, or Saturn will judge you and will tell you that you still need to be disciplined about other things that you maybe forgot. So there will be a lot of that going on. And work is very highlighted, so you might become more disciplined, more systematic. You might have some dream goals about your work or about your health situation or your diet, self-care, wellness. So all those things now you might become with this full moon just, you know, very, very strongly dedicated to working on that, right? Sun and Chiron conjunction on this full moon is in the 7th house, so it might come from another person. Either somebody will trigger you, or another person will be triggered and expressing that to you. There might be especially masculine energy with the sun, but in general also you and your own ego can be like feeling insecure. There might be more vulnerability related to partnerships. Maybe some of you, as you changed so much in the last 2 years, maybe after this Venus retrograde, which was affecting you the most because you are ruled by Venus, after this Venus retro, there might be some conclusions, some completions, some realizations, some final conversations, maybe making peace with somebody, you know, breakup or makeup. This full moon is about, you know, depends on the story, but this full moon wants to create something stable, something sustainable, and something that has strong foundations with Saturn, right? And it's heading towards something that is beautiful and dreamy in Pisces, connected to your values that you reflect on with Venus retro. So I feel like for some of you, you might be going through a realization of your insecurities regarding relating to others, right, as well. 7th house is your partner, your business partners, friends, clients, your therapist, your whoever you work with, right? Other people. You are in the 1st house, 7th house is other people. So you are seeing this energy, this trigger of Chiron coming from others towards you. So observe what this full moon will show you, and try to work on this energy in such a way that the moment you realize what it's still not serving you in the way how you behave in your own energy, right? 1st house is about you. You have the chance to do some ritual to release that. Write down what you don't want anymore in your life, how you don't want to behave anymore. It can be connected also to your health, to your addictions, to your habits, to your work routine. So all that is not serving you, we are releasing. Libra risings on this full moon. We are saying goodbye because we are heading towards a new direction. Solar eclipse in Aries activated for us something new in the 7th house of relationships, relating to others, and it's time to let go of the past. So that's all I have for you guys. So if you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And now Scorpio rising, you guys are having full moon in Libra in your 12th house. In the 12th house, we deal with mental health, with subconscious energy, with resting, meditating, hermit mode energy, healing, endings as well, right? So you've been having this energy triggered by eclipses for the last 2 years, and South Node was going through your 12th house forcing you to release subconscious patterns, something that you might be able to reach only by deep therapy, even hypnotherapy, past life regressions, all kinds of things like that. You could be realizing what is your true enemy, your hidden enemy, and your enemy can be yourself and your own energy, that it's from subconscious level steering your actions, right? And so there could be a lot of that. We deal a lot with addictions in the 12th house, all that we, hide from others, and we do like in private, in secret. So you could be ending lots of things in the last 2 years with eclipses there. But also on October 2nd, there was a new moon in Libra with South Node. So you've been called in the last 6 months to work on your subconscious energy and those old karmic stories, those old patterns, those things that you keep doing out of trauma that you didn't heal. If you've been having some mental health issues, this new moon wanted you to finally, go to some specialist, do something about it, right? So also, as Mercury was in conjunction to this new moon, your mind could be your worst enemy with this energy, and you're supposed to reshape your mindset, your mental energy, your thoughts, the way how you talk to yourself, the way how you perceive the world. And Lilith was also connected to that, so repressed anger can show up. You could be purging a lot in the last 6 months with this new moon October 2nd. And now that's the end of the story. You can see results of your hard work. You can see that now you are in a better place. And also Saturn being in conjunction to Venus, the ruler of the full moon, will still show you that this stuff still needs discipline, and you can't let this go. You need to continue being systematic in your healing, and whatever this those last 2 years was showing you, right? Venus, the ruler of full moon, is in your 5th house of love, dating, children, creativity, pleasure, joy. So that's a beautiful place for Venus to be, especially in Pisces, this dreamy artist. Saturn in conjunction to this Venus and North Node, the destiny, you might be called to be more creative, to be serious about your hobbies. Maybe you can think about creating your own business with this energy. Maybe there was some karmic blockage in this 12th house blocking you from doing that, or maybe you've been, with 12th house, you can be like escaping from reality into dreams and fantasies, and there's no tangible result of this. So with those energies now, you can actually create something tangible out of your fantasy. So if you have any talents, this Venus in Pisces, for example, like photography, movies, creating something beautiful out of your fantasy, writing books, poetry, some visual art, or anything you love. Anything you love can be going through upgrade with Saturn. And also love stories, right? Like your approach to love. This is a beautiful combination to actually have a beautiful love story, that it's a serious, somebody serious, Saturn, long-term, somebody who wants to stay and build with you, right? Can be also connected to your children. At the same time, you might be also called to set more boundaries with those energies. As 12th house is very self-sacrificing, Libra being here, the sign of partnerships, right? And then Venus in 5th house, so there might be also a need to make clearer rules between you and whatever 5th house represents, which might be, person you are dating, the romance energy, and also children. Also, it could be connected to healing your inner child in the 5th house. So Saturn might want you to be serious about that and do some effort to heal your inner child energy. And then Sun and Chiron, this vulnerable position for Sun to be is in your 6th house. This might be connected to health, so watch out for that during this full moon. Eat well, don't do anything that could damage your health, like some addictions and stuff. With the Sun and Chiron energy, 6th house also can show us some vulnerabilities, insecurities regarding our daily routines and work. So maybe it can come from coworker. Maybe you will be triggered by somebody you work with, or you might be triggered with some lower self-esteem because of something that will be illuminated for you regarding, yeah, like your daily schedule. Maybe you will feel like you disappointed yourself. You wanted to do it better, but it didn't happen. It can be connected to building your own business and being like more systematic about this, doing more daily work on that, and maybe something didn't happen the way you wanted. But in general, health is number one for you. Full moon will be trying to balance work and rest for you here. If there was any extreme on any of those sides, then you might see it with this full moon. And also, sixth house is about serving other people, sacrificing your time, energy to help others. So with this full moon, there is also a need maybe to set some boundaries, to maybe not do everything for others all the time, putting yourself first with this energy, right? So your health is well, your wellness, your well-being is on a high level. Okay, that's all that I have for you guys. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Sagittarius rising, you have full moon illuminating your 11th house of friends, so there might be some culmination, some ending of 6-month story related to your friendships, to your social circle. This is also the 11th house is about future, your dreams and goals and aspirations. So it might be also ending something here, illuminating something. You might have some aha moment. There's some completion of the story that started on October 2nd, 2024 with the new moon in Libra, which was about releasing something from this 11th house. So maybe some of your dreams went through reality check, and they are not here anymore. Maybe some of your friends, some of your connections, groups, social groups, they are not here anymore because you released them. You had to let go maybe of certain connections, or maybe there was a change of dynamic with your friends. And this energy of Venus is also related to your family right now. Because Venus, the ruler of the full moon, in conjunction to Saturn, is now going through your 4th house. So that might be connected to your housing situation, to your family, to relationships with parents, family members. Also, your childhood can be here, your past, right? So the energy here is asking you to become serious about that, set boundaries, release all that it's not serving you. Sometimes cut people off if there is no chance for diplomacy. And Sun and Chiron, this wounded healer, is in your 5th house of love and dating, also children. So there might be some trigger, something might trigger your inner child with this combination here. There might be also some problem with your children if you have children, or something connected to parenthood, motherhood. Something might trigger your insecurities here, some wounds. Can be you or another person as well. It might be the person you are dating that will be having this energy, and you will be like confronting each other. 5th house is also about carpe diem, the present moment, enjoying life and pleasures, and maybe you will realize that you don't have enough of this, or your creativity is here as well, right? In the 5th house, your hobbies, your pleasures, your talents, things that you love to do. So Sun and Chiron illuminating that. It can show you some lower self-esteem, lack of courage, maybe to express yourself in the 5th house, to show your art, to show your talents to others. There might be some hurt ego here coming from inner child energy. But there is also a chance for healing always. There's always medicine in triggers, so try to treat this way. But yeah, Sun can illuminate some complexes during this full moon for you regarding love, regarding dating, regarding expressing yourself, and regarding your passions and hobbies. If you're thinking about having your own business in this 5th house, there might be some insecurity about that you will have to overcome. Hopefully you will, right? So yeah, the story of October is completing here. Watch for results if you've been working on releasing some unhealthy patterns from your friendship area, right? Like relating to people in imbalanced way or people pleasing. So now you can see some results, but also Saturn is judging us now during this full moon, so there might be need to work harder and commit to something as well. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel. Capricorn rising, you have the full moon in Libra squaring you in your 10th house of career, professional life, reputation, ambitious goals. So this area for you will be having some, aha moment, kind of. In the last 6 months, you've been working with the new moon eclipse in Libra that started new cycle of releasing in your 10th house of career on October 2nd, 2024. So last 6 months, there was the need to let go of certain patterns in your professional life, maybe relationship with your boss, you relating with authority figure. There was some need to end something here. Venus, the ruler of this eclipse, in conjunction to Saturn and North Node, they are all in your 3rd house. So your communication, learning skills, studying something new, also connected to driving a car. It can be also siblings and neighbors. This energy, you in general, like you using your words and thoughts and mental energy, so mindset as well. There is a need to do some reality check because Pisces energy being here, you might be having sometimes some illusions and seeing things in a too idealistic way, or just having problems with setting boundaries. So Saturn is now helping you to set those boundaries, to have some serious conversations regarding your professional life. And then Sun and Chiron is in your 4th house of family and housing. So there might be some insecurity, some wounding, some illumination for you that you are maybe lacking some courage. There's some hurt ego connected to your family story, maybe to your past, to inner child, to your parents. So your ego might be wounded from those times when you were small. So watch for triggers around this full moon and see what they can show you, because this can help you to upgrade in the professional life as well and in your communication, right? So watch for those sensitive energies now. But in general, full moon in Libra is now ending the 6-month cycle of letting go of this people pleasing, of lack of boundaries in your professional life, and you also trying to upgrade something here to make it the better area of your life, this professional life, right? Okay, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel for another video that is coming soon. Thank you. Aquarius rising, you have the full moon in your 9th house. Full moon is ending now the cycle that started on October 2nd with the new moon eclipse. So with this new moon south node in the last 6 months, there was a release on energy in your 9th house, which is a lot about your spiritual energy, your belief system, your philosophy of life, the meaning of life that you have, also higher studies, and energy of the abroad, international energy. Some of you could, for example, return back from abroad during those last 2 years, or you could change countries, or you could change a lot the way how you perceive the world, the philosophy, right? In the 9th house, we are exploring the world in a philosophical way. So this exploration was going through some letting go and release. We were letting go of beliefs that are not aligned with us anymore. Venus, the ruler of this full moon, is in your 2nd house, conjunct Saturn. So for Aquarius rising, I see that there is some serious approach to finances that it's needed. This is like a karmic call to get serious. To your problems related to finances, income, savings, investments, material possessions. What do you have in the physical world? And also your body. Your body could be connected to that as well. And then the Sun and Chiron, the opposite energy of Moon in Libra, is in your third house of communication. So there might be some triggers, some insecurity, some sensitive energy connected to this third house. Either some complexes regarding learning, studying, courses, right? Like sometimes Chiron in third house makes us feel like we don't know much, like, and we might have some issues with, for example, the ninth house where we are teachers, right? Because we are too insecure to share our knowledge because we think we don't know enough, right? Also, yeah, third house is about siblings and neighbors, so there might be some trigger, something that might provoke some wounding, some hurt ego in your communication. Maybe you might be talking with someone and you will feel a little bit, like another person might also illuminate for you something here, and also just your own thoughts can create for you this scenario as well. But in general, ninth house, third house is the axis of learning, of traveling, of exploring the world. This is a very mental energy, so you might be experiencing this need for balance here with this full moon and some completion of last 6 months. Maybe you've been studying something, you started to study maybe in the last 6 months something new, and there will be some illumination of results of how much you achieved during this time. So thank you so much, guys, and that's all I have for you. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Pisces rising, for you guys, full moon in Libra is illuminating the financial axis in your 8th house. So there was a new moon in Libra 6 months ago on October 2nd. That was eclipse new moon with south node. So you're supposed to release all that it's not serving you in this 8th house, which is the house of deep trauma, taboo, sexuality, intimacy, shared resources, spending, this energy of Scorpio, transformation, shadow work. So you could be letting go a lot and purging a lot of old energies in the last 6 months. There was a need for healing for sure. It could be related to finances with your partner if you are in a relationship, or how you are sharing your energy, your resources, your soul, your money with other people. So there was a need to release something, let go that all that is not serving you, maybe set boundaries. So now you're gonna see the results of your work, and Saturn is in conjunction to Venus, the ruler of this full moon, in your 1st house. So the energy falls on you, like you need to go for reality check, the way how you express yourself, how you initiate things, the energy you pour into everything you do in your life. Maybe you need to set more boundaries with people with the Saturn and Venus here. Maybe it's connected to how you treat yourself, addictions, habits. Your physical body is in the 1st house, so there is a need to be more sharp, right, with the Saturn. Like the North Node is also connected to Venus, so we are heading towards a new direction. This Venus needs to, become more disciplined, more systematic, more organized. So this energy is here for you to invite you to do that. And then Sun and Chiron, the opposite energy of this full moon, is in your 2nd house of finances, in your income, also self-worth and body. So there might be some wounding, some insecurity, some lack of courage, some trigger that will happen around that. You might feel triggered in the 2nd house. So observe what will be going on this full moon, because this will illuminate for you where there is a healing needed for you as well, right? Some complexes regarding your body, or complexes about how much you earn, or insecurities, fears about having this income, the dream income you have, right? Maybe you're thinking about new job here, and you would like to improve your financial sector, right? But there is this Chiron showing you that. But first you need to work on your self-esteem, self-worth, abundance mindset. So then the whole thing, it's gonna be looking much, much better. Okay, so that's all that I have for you guys. I hope that this full moon will illuminate for you your values and your finances in such a way that there will be more balance between spending and earning, and you will feel better after this full moon. Thank you so much. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye. Okay guys, so that's all that I have for you. That was the reading for all the signs. Of course, that was just a glimpse of what I could tell to each of you about this full moon, because every one of you has a different chart, and I can't see if you have any planets in Libra or cardinal signs. But overall, I hope that this will help you to start some self-reflection over this full moon, and you will be able to use this information to adjust this to your own personal story, to your chart. If you know how to read your chart, you can just apply this to your own houses. And yeah, see you next time guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel so you will not miss the next video, and you can also click on the bell so you'll get the notification note anytime I will come here with a new video. Good luck with this full moon. I wish you all more balance, more peace, more beauty, more love. The Venus, the planet of love, is here. So let's hope that this full moon will complete some toxic cycles, relationships that doesn't work. Let them go. Breakups, if they happen, maybe that's the only way. And I hope that those of you who are willing to work on your relationships, you will get this final wake-up call with this full moon of what matters for you, what you truly value, what you want to fight for, and that this full moon will just end all those cycles that you don't want to repeat anymore. Because remember, we just had the solar eclipse in Aries, new sign, new first sign of the zodiac, spring, new cycle. So we don't want to carry this old baggage with us till this new chapter. So use those last 2 years of karmic lessons, let go of all that didn't work so far, and you just don't need this anymore. And remember, shadow of Libra is all about people pleasing, not choosing yourself first, not setting boundaries, trying to please all around you and forgetting about yourself. It's about not having this decisiveness. With North Node in Aries, we're supposed to stay individuals within the relationship energy, set boundaries, and just be honest and true to ourselves, even when we are in union with other energies. Thank you so much. Good luck, and see you next time. Bye.